Hello everyone, this is Halo Zoo here back for another episode of me working on this darn zoo that I am actually almost halfway through, and we will actually get to the halfway point in this video. I'm going to delete all these. They don't fit the biomes we're going to be using. So today we're going to be doing the bush antlered deer and the African elephant. So I'm actually going to be prepared, and we're going to go from here to that. We're going to go about here. This about right? Nope. Went off. Surprisingly accurate with that. Yeah, it's too wide as well. Put something in the middle area, perhaps. Well, you know what? This isn't for competition, so I might intentionally not do it. Oh yeah, also, as an additional note, because I know I haven't covered this previously, I am actually going to have a sort of bonus thing that there's going to be several things that my friends can do that will actually net them bonus points in the challenge, such as they can actually name the animals. There is one in particular I'm looking for that I don't want to do that. Thank you very much. But there's a particular name that they can do that I will give plenty of bonus points for, as it is something that I would do if I was to name the animals. Normally, I actually don't name the animals just because their life cycles are so obscene that it doesn't even matter. But my friends will be given the opportunity to name their animals, and they will actually potentially get some bonus points for doing just that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No. Like this. Lag. Oh, I'm getting like 2 or 3 FPS. Ooh, it hurts. The lag. Oh, the lag. Yeah, as I've said before many times, this laptop is not meant for gaming, and it is... Oh, you stupid. Sometimes I wish it showed you where your cursor was in this. This game is normally near perfect, but near perfect is a very accurate term I would use. I might actually extend this to here. How'd that make my zoom famous? Just placing path. Is there a baby born I didn't know about? I wasn't paying attention to the thing. No, just the weird animal escape. It was just a bongo, at least. There we go. Now my mouse is acting up, too. Oh, well. So, anyway, also as a special channel news deal, I am actually going to be doing a series real soon that is the first of a look into mods. And the mod I'm going to be looking at is a mod that I'm certain most people who've played modded Minecraft will probably recognize as Tinker's Construct. So, yeah, maybe it's the Jungle Viewing King that I just placed. So anyway, back to what I was saying. I am actually going to be doing a multi-part series on it. And basically the series is going to be about Tinker's Construct and so the series is going to be about Tinker's Construct, and I'm also going to be looking at various materials and things that other looks, like other people who've done similar series on their channels have done. So it's going to be more than just, oh, here's the, so it's on towards the path. So whereas most other series focus just on what the mod itself adds on its own, I'm also going to look at what happens when you add in various other mods. And I put these too far forward. They're all right there. So anyway, my goal for the series is to make it about pretty much everything the mod has to offer in its base form, and alongside of various additions that you can add to it. So it's not going to be purely this is what this mod adds on its own. It's going to be, okay, here's what this mod adds on its own. Then there's going to be a series of other episodes that will focus on stuff added by other mods that you'll probably have alongside it. So, I'm pressing B. Stupid game. So, Basically, it's going to be more than just another mod review of Tinker's Construct, and is instead going to be, okay, here is Tinker's Construct, this amazing and incredible mod, and this is what all of these other mods have added to it. So I hope it's going to be a cool and useful series. I also hope the mod pack I made for it runs decently well. And as an additional side note, I will also be looking at several expansions to Tinker's Construct and what they add to it. So hopefully it's an interesting series for you guys, and I'm sure it's going to bring in some more people, and I'm not sure all of the people watching now will want to see a Minecraft video, but I personally am going to enjoy doing it, even though it's going to take a ridiculous time to do it, because I got to make a whole area for it, and I have to deal with lag and stuff like that. So anyway, also, I believe I've finished my Obzon Zoo, so in the near future, I might do a tour of it. Of course, I could be forgetting that I haven't finished it. I don't know if I added the African elephants to that one yet, but so I'll be doing a tour of the Obzon Zoo in the near future. This was 6. We're going to 10. No, pressing Q. That works pretty well. There we go. Their shelter can be like here. Also, I need to add the gates, don't I? Oh. Gates. Here. Oh yeah. It's supposed to be like from here, so there. Across from it, so should be there. Nope, it's supposed to be here. It should be, because that starts 3 off, and then, yeah, that's where it's supposed to be. I should also add these. I guess I'll add one over here. I think I might have the dinosaur over here, because that's something I'm going to have to do eventually. It was a tundra, wetland, and marine exhibit. Also, another thing is that there will be bonus points available for certain animals. So I'm actually intentionally going to use the wrong animals, so as to not to give the guys an unfair advantage in knowing what to add. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and I don't know why we're doing it there. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I can actually put it here. Put that one over, and then I can sneak that right there. Voila! Enrichment, scratching post. Oh, look, there's a perfect little open area right there. Oh. Killing each other. Let's look at that. That's just sad. Yeah, Son of a... Nope, I'm just gonna ignore that. We're just gonna go back over here and... yeah, there's nothing I can do about that anymore. So, yeah. Let's call it good. We're good here. It's a good spot. Sometimes it's hard to find a good spot for these. Right here. This here. Voila. So put those Puya plants in the corners. Fountain bamboo. Go all around the shelter. Looks nice. And damn, we gotta use these for ground cover under the trees, because it looks nice. Hey, money balloon. I wish they spawned up here. If there was something there. Or better yet, that they just didn't spawn. Or, I don't know. I would handle the birthday balloons differently. They're just, for me, they get annoying. Like, that's my thing. They just bug me. Wow. That was fast. Balloon bouquet, yes, I want to sell it. I pushed the button. I think I want it sold. So, yeah, so there's gonna be a few side quest objectives that you gotta do in the game. Well, you don't have to, but, there's going to be opportunities for bonus points, such as naming the animals and also adding in certain animals that I'm actually going to like a lot. So, I won't really tell them what they can do, but I will say there is going to be a bonus point for getting the bonus, the Extinct Animals Easter egg. Which I'll at least tell them that they can do it, that it has to do with a dinosaur, it has to do with one of the extinct animals, and an enrichment item. I won't tell them what, which one, or what item, unless they ask me, of course. If they ask me if one of the items is involved with it, or if an animal is involved with it, I will tell them if they are right or wrong. Just to be fair, as it's like, well, you're asking me if something is right or wrong, and I'm going to say if it's right or wrong, such as if they asked me if, does it have to do with the bush antler deer? And I will say, no, it is not. It does not deal with the bush antler deer. That is not what it involves. And then if they ask if it involves a scratching post, I will say it is not involved. Also, there will be extra points if they get a caveman. I won't directly tell them, hey, you can get a caveman, but I will mention that the caveman can happen, and if it does, then they get points just because they got one of the Easter eggs of the game. And so I'm interested to see where this series goes with this challenge, because there's actually a lot that's going to happen with this, because this is already become a 6-part series. To just do the, like, example that I'm building is like, you know, here's an example of what you can make your zoo look like, and I'm taking 6 parts to make this thing, so yeah, they're gonna have fun. Because then my 4 friends each get to do their own zoo, and they're probably gonna take, though for them we might do it in like one extra long take, and yeah, it's gonna be interesting. Maybe make it like multiple Uno the movies, if you guys watch Achievement Hunter, which I do, and I highly suggest you do, because they are really funny and good. However, I'm gonna make it 4, then we get into the, actually I like cutting off there. screw it. I like even numbers. We'll do 4 of the ferns, and then it leads into the 4 rows of ferns, and then it leads into the bamboo. So, yeah, this should be interesting. So as for what animals I'm going to use for the rest of this, I'm not entirely sure. I'll probably know next episode. I think next episode I'm going to do the dinosaur and possibly the... I guess maybe I'll do the... I don't know if I want to do the marine animal or if I want to do the... what I want next to it, but also as a quick side note for this challenge, I'm going to rule that you cannot make one animal count for multiple categories. You can only use an exhibit for one category. So an animal only counts once. You can't make, for example, you can't use a amphibious wetland dinosaur to count for both of those categories. It has to be a dinosaur and an amphibious wetland animal. You can, of course, add an amphibious wetland dinosaur and count it as one or the other, but it has to count as one, not both. And I will actually sort of help them by keeping track of what they have and haven't done. So, I'm not sure if I'll be able to give commentary. I am just using XSplit for free, and I don't really have the experience with editing software and such, so I may just leave them to their commentary. Or I might actually borrow Michael's big mic, so we can just use that for audio while I occasionally pitch in maybe you'll hear the rest of us in the background while I basically help the person in the chair with their zoo. And just as a way of making sure they don't do anything stupid or don't throw them to the wolves, basically. You are the elephant guy. And you're Bushy Antlered Deer. Okay. Now then. I believe I said 2 Bushy Antlered Deer. Yeah, I know. I might add some to the center areas. Is there like a 3x3 one? Fountain or something? I kind of hope there is. If so, that'd be awesome. So I could put it right smack dab in the middle. It's actually perfect size. Yeah, it's perfect. Perfect. I'm happy. This makes me happy. put jungle fountains in the center areas. Like that! Voila! Fountains! Okay, now then. This exhibit! So this is about to be... Yeah, this is gonna turn into something. Because I gotta make an entire big exhibit. Oh gosh. So, on a side note, I have actually started playing Monster Hunter again, and I haven't quite gotten to the point where I'm actually in Iceborne yet, because I never got through all the Elder Dragons in the base game. Because where I left off, I had just killed Nurg. With help, of course, because Nurg is Nurg. And for those of you who don't know exactly what I'm referencing, its name is actually Nergigante, and it is this stupid, crazy, spike-covered Elder Dragon, which is basically, these are the most powerful kinds of monster in Monster Hunter. And it is a particularly crazy one because it is covered in these spikes that regenerate and has a stupid dive bomb that you basically have to do. Either you run far as heck away from it, or you die. Actually, we'll do 10, I think. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I should put more of the gates in. Should be gate. Right. Here. And then it should be right here. Boom. Sorry. Just a light cough. Nothing to worry about. Nailed it! Yeah, I actually have... I may have to wear contacts, but my eyesight's actually really good. Or perception, at least. Then again, I am rather wise. I have good wisdom. That's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Oh, 1. Right here, actually. What is this? Nah. We'll just go with this. So we're gonna make a branch holder right here. A holder right here. We're gonna put a painting easel right over here. Here. And we're gonna put a peanut feeder Right there. There we go. Yeah, I need water troughs. Water trough here. Water trough there. Yeah, I'm happy with this. Now then. Foliage. Boom. So we get a variety. And the reason I'm not using those giant acacia trees is because they're humongous and don't really look as good. That and they're 3x3, not 4x4, which, yeah, 2x2, which means I can't use these African daisies, which fit perfectly under all these trees. Usually I had yellow ipe trees as well, but I've just decided I'm going to save some time and not do that, because the elephants need some space as well, so and I want to save some time on this video, because I'm pretty sure I'm already running decently long, so yeah, this doesn't need to be any longer than the previous ones. And I'm trying to keep the video length under control, but there is only so much you can do, because as I mentioned before, I don't really have any editing stuff that I can use. I'm not really running on a budget here, so I don't have that much of a choice when it comes to what I can operate with, so I have to be careful with stuff, so I can't promise anything fancy, anything cool and unique on this channel, but I can at least do some stuff, and I will say I am happy with what I've been able to do thus far. So, I mean, it is what it is. Maybe I don't have a budget for this channel, but I do what I can. Which is also partially why I won't be doing any videos in Monster Hunter World Iceborne, but unless something amazing happens and I actually get the ability to, but as of now, I'm just gonna go with this series and what I'm doing so far, and also do other series in the future, hopefully, with me and my friends, so that should be interesting. And my friend Michael is actually looking into getting a capture card for Christmas, so we can do, well, he can do stuff on console, and we sort of want to do Nintendo Land. So this Christmas may be interesting, because you may see us doing a sort of test run of more stuff on the... And I will say now that he is going to be doing a lot of stuff on Twitch, whereas I'm sort of a YouTube guy, you know, down to earth, just YouTube. Mostly because I just not as big of a fan of the stream format, really. And it's nothing against Twitch, it's just more of a simple guy who just wants to make videos, not really have to worry about an audience and what they say or suggest stupidly. So, I'm content to just be a YouTube channel for now. And, yeah. So, also, before you guys ask in the comments, I don't even know what his Twitch deal is, so I don't even think he's done a stream yet. So there's that, but I may actually, and I will also say that this now, Michael will probably be the first to go for the challenge, simply because he actually is not going to college right now, like me, so he's sort of the guy who's around and available, so you'll probably end up doing this first, though we may just end up, all four of us get together at my place and we do this. We may also do a D&D series, and I actually have an idea that I want to do, which would also be rather simple because the characters are basically already made, and I'll explain why in a moment, but my idea for the D&D campaign / adventure is this is actually in 4th edition Dungeons and Dragons, which honestly, and I will say, I do have the 5th edition stuff as well as 4th. And I'm sort of... I'm going to say this now. I don't really have a true preference. 4th edition for me is fine. It was just not traditional D&D. It's a good system, but, I mean, I can sort of agree that it's not quite classic D&D, so I can understand why some people are like, oh, 4th edition was terrible. But, the only part of 4th edition that's actually terrible is the Essentials. Or the original 10 Essentials classes, with one major exception to this, in the Mage actually being better than the original Wizard. But, anyway, back to what I was saying, and you'll actually find out that, me and Michael often have conversations like this where we will be talking about something and then end up somewhere completely different. I mean, we could be talking about old flames and girls we used to like, and suddenly find ourselves talking about Disney movies and stuff. Which, for me at least, those actually do connect some. But, regardless, I'm sorry if I get sidetracked, but, I'm getting sidetracked right now. Alright. Anyway, so as for the campaign for 4th edition I have planned, the characters are pre-made, however, given the current separation of the group that we have, that actually isn't a bad thing, given we don't really have as much time to sit down together and make a group. But the idea of the campaign is simple. It is based almost entirely on a single power source. And for reference, 4th edition has 4, no, not 4. Let me see. 6 power sources, I think, is the accurate number. Or most accurate number. Anyway. So, there are 6 power sources, and I actually have ideas for making a campaign for each power source. However, the first one I want to do, and perhaps the most interesting, is actually one based off of the sort of last power source they added. Technically, there is a 7th, but I'm not really counting it because there's not a pure elemental class, and it only appears with other classes, so I'm not going to count it fully. But effectively, it's based off of the Shadow power source. And there's going to be 6 heroes, 1 for each of the classes, minus 1 referenced in Heroes of Shadow. The only one excluded is going to be the Vampire, because it is just atrociously designed and is actually the worst class in the game. Well, in 4th edition, but so there will be 6 characters, and I will say they all exist together, but 2 of them may just end up as glorified NPCs who appear often. And it's sort of going to be the light has failed to save the world, and now this group of darker heroes, which include an assassin, a blackguard, paladin, a binder warlock, a hexblade warlock, and a necromancer. Basically, they now have to save the world, and there will also be some quote-unquote good guys who actually end up being more evil than good. And so it should be interesting to see, and I may end up playing one of the characters as the DM. Hopefully I can find a 4th person who will happily play another character. But also there is a Death Domain cleric, before I forget. So yeah, anyway, without further ado, this has been a long enough episode, so I will see you guys next time when I do the dinosaur and something else. Probably the wetland animal. Anyway, see you guys.